Welcome back, everyone. For the VOD, my name's Aaron, just jumping into another arena game. I just finished up an arena game like literally 10 seconds ago. I just ended the stream and restarted just so that the VOD would be, well, there'd be two separate VODs for the games. So just played kind of an ugly cultist game. Ended up pulling out a win, but it was kind of ugly. So we're just jumping in the arena queue to try to get a second game today. And it looks like AJ, who was on stream in chat, said that he'd jump in, so that's cool. And it looks like we've matched with some other people. I'm just going to check out who that is. Oh, it probably is AJ. He just has different settings. Yeah, okay. So I'm at a table with AJ, and then I have another table. So we just have slightly different settings. So it'll chill like this for a while, and then it will merge us all together. Who's this person? Oh, yeah. I don't think I've played against Thomas before. No. Definitely played AJ before. Strong player. Don't think I have a great win rate against AJ. Oh, well, okay. 5 out of 10. Fair enough. Currently one slot higher. Okay, well. But you have a higher elo than me. So, yeah. I get the sense you have a bit of an edge on me in the game. Yeah, slightly better instincts, I think, from what I've noticed. I mean, I think everyone has a tendency to like think everyone else's play style is kind of better than their own or whatever. But yeah, I've definitely played against you sometimes where you've said some stuff that I didn't pick up on as quickly. I don't know. We're probably pretty close, but I definitely learn lots when I play against you and also just hear you mutter on about the game. Yeah, you seem to be on a bit of an uptick in your game. Like you've been, yeah, yeah, for sure. It's hard to say. Sometimes you just go through phases where you do better. But no, I think, how many games do you have under your belt? 264. Yeah. Yeah. Heroic, how did the game go? Garbage. We won, but by like 6 or 7 points or something. My thinking time was ridiculous. Wasn't a good game. Now we're in the queue. We've got AJ who's queued up as well. And we'll probably be matching with AJ and... Oh, AJ, it's possible we're not going to play together. Or it's going to merge us, hopefully, in like 2 seconds. Because I have 3 at my table. I'm going to close this. Oh, okay, we're good. We just need to wait for a minute and it will merge this. So on AJ's profile, he's in this game with me and Misha. And then on my profile, it shows me at a table with Misha and Thomas. We have slightly different like preferences, so it's created 2 different tables. For those who are sort of newer to BGA and how this works, it's like it tries to honor people's preferences and then it gives up and just like pushes people together. So I don't know if it's now my preferences or AJ's preferences that ended up like we might have different like timers. This is normal speed. I prefer fast speed. Anyhow, that's how that works. It will like create different tables to try to like get everyone's preferences right, and then it slowly just like opens things up. Oh, Barnawall's in here as opposed to that other guy. Interesting. Okay, so that's what happened. So the player that was at my table was removed. AJ and Misha were brought into my table, and then Barnawall apparently queued up at the same time. Yeah, good luck, AJ. I'll tune in after you're done the game. Just give me a second and I'll break down the setup. All right. Barnawal's picked Alchemists in first seat. AJ has been known for picking Alchemists a lot recently. He's been doing a lot of really interesting stuff with them. So I think he's pretty happy that there's Alchemists have been tossed in. Okay, Temple's round 6, trading posts before that. Temple's not the greatest scoring event for a lot of factions, although Swarmlings have to build a temple usually round 6 anyhow. So maybe they squeak out 2, fire 2, and like a 3-step on a cult to walk one up kind of thing isn't terrible for them. Chaos, same thing, can usually like maybe build back-to-back temples. So when I see round 6 temples, it's like Swarmlings, Chaos kind of makes a bit of sense for them. Dwelling trading post into temples is kind of a natural build order, so although round 6 temples usually suggests not a high scoring game, this kind of works. This is like some pretty good scoring here. This is interesting also for Swarmlings, because they'll probably build 2 trading posts in round 1. They build a stronghold, and then they'll use their stronghold ability. It kind of looks like a Swarmlings track. They're missing the big building pass tile, and the dwelling scoring is in, which is kind of annoying. Big building mid game is good for people like Nomads for sure. Alchemists like a big building in the middle of the game. If I'm playing in third seat, I'm getting a priest, worker power, or temp ship. Probably the priest or temp ship. There's no spade in the game. There's no big building scoring. And there's no cult step. The cult step I can live without. Big building scoring is annoying for Swarmlings. Other factions can just build a stronghold or whatever they want here. That's probably fine. If you get a priest in third seat, there's not that many factions that can like pick up a cult spade. I think this track actually kind of looks okay for like engineers or something. But a priest in third seat, I guess they could just get temp ship. No, I think, yeah, engineers could be fun here. It's a good color wheel for engineers. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, everyone. Welcome to the game. I think I'll toss engineers in here. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That was really obnoxious of me. TM radio, as you said. Heroic. So what I was saying on TM radio before I actually allowed you to see the game board was round 6 temples, kind of screams chaos swarmling, but no big building in, so kind of makes swarmlings a little bit annoying. Normally this suggests like this isn't the greatest scoring event for round 6, so it kind of suggests like a lower scoring game just when the round 6 event isn't something you can score a ton off of. However, because this is a natural building order, it actually seems like there's a good amount of points to score on the track, like dwellings into TPs into temples is like pretty cool. Big buildings round 3 is pretty nice for like alchemists, nomads, even like witches, Orin. It's usually when like temple factions that also want a stronghold want to get it out. So yeah, you can open like a temple round 1 into a round 3 stronghold if you're like nomads or, well, yeah, basically if you're nomads, witches, Orin. Alchemists. We're missing the big building scoring in. We're missing the cult step and 4 coins, which no one really cares about. We're missing the spade, which is a bit of a consideration. That's a little annoying for engineers. So taking advantage of these cult spades is going to be important for them, but it's going to be tricky. These spades don't come until quite late. There's no spades in the mid game, and the early air spades are going to be hard to take advantage of for any of these factions, because you'd need a step on air in order to send the first priest to air to get a cult spade. In third seat, we might end up with the priest. We could send a priest to air, but then we need to buy a second priest and also send that to air, all for a spade, which could work, but I'd kind of be tempted to do that, but there's no like late air workers. The big building event is the fire workers, not the air workers. So like trying to do early air domination just for an extra spade isn't super juicy. So engineers are kind of tricky here because their opening pass tile isn't amazing, and it's a low spade game. I don't think they get this. And this is the other thing. So I assume worker power probably goes first unless the faction in 4th seat really wants temp ship. So assuming worker power is gone with engineers, if you don't want to take the priest, you end up with temp ship. So that usually suggests that you double dig and you get out some dwellings. But then the problem with that is it doesn't really hit the track very well. I think here you would rather like double temple into some round 2 dwellings kind of thing. So it's a little awkward. I mean, it's fine. You probably still just take temp ship. You open temple trading post 2 dwelling. Yeah, I think that's what you do. So Misha threw in sandwiched chaos. You would take the priest, send it to water or fire. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, this is all kinds of ugly. I assume alchemists are probably the best here just due to the fact of the color wheel. Misha, I don't think, is a super rated player. I'm not sure. Yeah. Although Barnawal chooses nomads. They are at the end of this 3 in a row. They're not sandwiched. Although they're going to be fighting over browns with alchemists. So it's kind of interesting that he chose them as the best faction. I mean, nomads with an early-ish stronghold, like a round 3 stronghold, can probably handle this sort of intense color adjacency, color neighbors, but I would have thought alchemists were probably the best. And then, yeah, and what do you guys think about engineers being better than nomads here? For 2 reasons. Track's not bad for NG. Reason 2, they have the second least amount of color neighbors in the game. Alchemists obviously have the best, but nomads are closer on the color wheel to alchemists, which actually puts engineers in a better spot. Like there's not that much pressure on greens until round 3, when nomads have a stronghold, presumably, is what they do here. Like, I think engineers start here and here. They have a neighbor with alchemists, and they have a neighbor with chaos either here or here. If chaos starts here, then they dig this stuff, and they get this whole center. And they bridge town here. And they get this whole town, and they try to beat chaos to one of these. If chaos starts here, then they town like this, and they town with an SA here or a bridge there. Yeah, I kind of agree with this. Oh, please. I actually don't mind the stream snipe too much. reason 3. What's reason 2, George? And 1. And what's your start with alchemists here? You probably just get 6 coins or 3 power. I was listing reasons. Oh, I was listing them. I've already forgotten what the first reasons were. Oh, color adjacency. Not color adjacency, color neighbors stuff. The color wheel. Yeah. And that they're engineers. And the track is fine. Yeah. Double temple for alky? Oh. So you just take a worker action. Which, well, yeah, all right. I think, when do I take alchemists here? I think AJ is being a bit of a troll, personally. I think he just like is bidding engineers and then he's going to jump to alchemists. Am I silly to jump to alchemists right now? I think I'm just jumping to alchemist right now. I don't actually like... I mean, I prefer engineers over alchemists because I know how to play them. I think alchemists are definitely better than nomads here. The question is whether alchemists are better than engineers here. I think the answer is no. But I think if I was equally good at alchemists and engineers, I think the difference would probably only be a handful of points. Has Barnwell not played... One annoying thing is you can't check people's arena ratings. Like, you can't check where they are in arena. You can check his game history. Okay, so he's played a bit. Oh, he played on June 11th. And then April 30th. Okay. So he hasn't played a ton. Yeah, I beat you on your alt account, George. It ranged. Nice. But is the F2O game on Lakes? So I think alchemists are probably... The thing I really don't like about alchemists here is they don't get a good pass style. But what are the odds that Misha ends up on chaos and then takes like coins? No, it's not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, nomads are fine here, actually. Nomads are one of those factions people sleep on all the time. Like, we'll discuss why engineers are good or not good, why alchemists are good or not good, why chaos are good or not good, and then everyone's just like, well, what about nomads? And, like, there's nothing wrong with nomads here. This is actually a perfectly fine track for them. They probably just build a temple. They get out some dwellings in the first couple rounds. They get a stronghold. They continue building out dwellings into trading posts. Like, they're an economic faction. The track is good. There's pass tile points. Like, I don't actually see that nomads are bad here by any stretch. I just think alchemists are probably a few points better, and I think Chaos are not good. I mean, well, coming from Terra Steel. Yeah. Just bid NGs to 0. I guess you would get 3 VP on your first turn. By building a trading post. So you could leech. You'd a matchup like this today and CM won by a large margin. Starting C7. Yeah, I mean, Chaos... Actually, I think it was Barnawal that had a hilarious game playing Chaos. Where he played like C7 and just hit the track really well. It was against like Nerdcube and I forget who else. I don't know if it was Color Sandwich or what, but he just like small footprint and just like smashed the track and passed tile points and greeted points everywhere, and it was super wild. That I'm observing your game, Ghostly? Maybe I am. I might have been earlier. We had some game open in the tab. I think this bit auction's just going to go on for a bit. I don't know why I'm like worrying about the, like, I don't think AJ is going to jump over to Chaos right now. Why is NG good here? Because I know how to play them. Probably because Misha will end up on Chaos. The track is okay. Those weren't very good arguments. Yeah, late TPs. That's the spirit. The track is okay. This is awkward. They build a sanctuary here. They probably this is probably for their third favor, so they probably end up with double priest production and no power. Right? It's probably like it covers up this temple. So this is a little awkward. I think Alchemists are okay. You like Alchemists and Nomads. Round 3 Water 1 Rush probably. I don't think Nomads will rush Water 1. As Nomads, wouldn't you rather get a Stronghold out in advance for like in advance of this round and just smash like 4 TPs and air 1 or something? Like I think as Nomads, a more economic line is like getting your Stronghold out here as opposed to a Sanctuary. I think I start bidding on Nomads now. Yeah, totally. So I totally start bidding on Nomads here. No, there totally isn't. Engineers are probably 10 points better than Nomads. Maybe. Okay. I don't know what Nomads round 1 really looks like. I think this bidding just has to go for a while. The only reason it ends quickly is if Barnawal like jumps onto Alchemist and Misha jumps over to Chaos maybe. He put them in. He might be more interested in playing them. But I don't think Barnwell or AJ are jumping over to Chaos anytime soon. Watch I say that, and Barnwell just takes Chaos and crushes us somehow. There's no Bond 6 past tile? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Nomads in second seat seems good, because they'll get a decent pass tile. And how's their leech situation? They start D4 and D7, and then what else do they do? That's really bad for CM and Alchemists. Oh, what? No Bond 6? No one wants CM because they're color sandwiched. Terra Steel doesn't want Chaos because they're Chaos and he hates them. He wouldn't take them if it was like Orin, Swarmling, and Alchemist in the game. I think Terra Steel would bid on Sandwiched Mermaids before he'd bid on Chaos on Lakes. You got 161 with them, your only game this season? Then why do you hate them so much? You've been ranting on about anti-chaos all season. You've been like as anti-chaos Lakes chaos as much as I've been like pro-cultist, pro-Lakes cultist. I butchered that sentence, but you know what I mean. They're too fragile. It's true. I've been having a lot of fun with chaos on fjords these days. When they were safe-ish, yeah. Ugh. This auction. Yeah, they're cool on fjords. The cool thing about chaos on fjords is like different factions benefit from having a lack of color neighbors. Like the degree to which factions benefit from a lack of color neighbors varies from faction to faction and varies for a given faction on each map. So like I've long said that like engineers with no color neighbors on lakes, they still feel like they have a lot of color neighbors. Chaos, if there's no gray or yellow in the game, can really get away with murder on fjords and do some really wonky stuff. They can start where there's a lot of leech and just like do really greedy nonsense, and yeah, and do a lot of really cool stuff and secure like multiple towns and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, chaos with no color neighbors on fjords needs to be bid down quite a bit, I think, if there's like at all a decent setup for them. This is pretty low. This feels pretty low. Everyone is sub 10, so you think nomads need to be 9 points against a 30-point chaos? Which would put engineers at 0. I think engineers are about 10 points better than nomads. Which is why I would probably still take another tick off nomads here. Misha might jump to chaos here. Me to jumping to chaos? Pretty far away. I mean, I mean, one way to look at it is like chaos at 30 with no color neighbor alchemists at 20 seems quite wrong. I think I'm okay with alchemists here. Like, I still don't know how I open with alchemists. Chaos could have a game on C7. All right, I'll be right back. I just have to fill up some coffee. I think I'm back on nomads here. So nomads definitely start d4, d7. Where's their third structure? a5, a7 is interesting if you're opening stronghold and if you are able to dig a6 before alchemists can. But I don't think that's what I do here. I think Barnwell's back on nomads here will bid me off. I think I just bid him back down again. D4, D7. I mean, the other options are like F4, G6. Your connection this game is probably by taking, like, F4 is by digging this hex. You get this stuff like 2 ship to E5, which you get if you start D7. G6 is kind of nice. It's a little annoying to alchemists. It creates a nice town later. For like if you have a stronghold, you can boom boom. I think I prefer a stronghold this game than a sanctuary for water 1 in round 3. I think I can carve out some towns, fight for network, and I just think there's pretty good, like just building 4 trading posts here into like a round. Into a round 6 temple for air 1 is what I was going to say. This is... so I think I just d4 here. Barn wall's going network chaos. I mean, if anyone can make it work. I feel like I got a pretty good deal here. I mean, obviously I did versus chaos, but I think I probably go f4, d7, and then basically guaranteed to be neighbors with chaos. I take anyone at 5 over chaos at 30 here. That's hilarious. Is there a possibility AJ doesn't get any an early neighbor? Come on, Misha, start E3. If Misha starts E3, Barnwall might start C7. Ah, alright, whatever. So I can start F4. That's being a little bit more aggro to chaos, I think. I probably end up giving up G6. Well, no, I probably still get to G6. Alchemists aren't too interested in it. They can dig all this stuff. They'll take F8, but I can probably 2-ship here later. I think I do this. Otherwise, I think chaos might start here and dig this, and then they... I'll get some leech from NG. Always feels weird starting here because you're not really getting anywhere. Like, oh yeah, no, this is probably fine. It's not really anywhere good I can double dig. Well, double digging can be hard. Chaos starts here. I can find myself in a situation where taking a double dig might be difficult. Oh, I'm probably also getting, I might be getting temp shit. G6, yeah, my concern with G6 is that I think chaos would then start G2 and take F4, and I care for some reason. Well, because then they're pressuring all this stuff. Just needed to end the auction. Terra Steel thinks it's pretty bad. I think I start F4. I'm interested to see where you start Barnwall. I think you start C7 here. I went F4 so that you wouldn't start G2. I like how this is, yeah, exactly. And you picked C7. Come on, take. Aren't you gonna take temp ship? Hmm. All right, I take temp ship. What do I do with it? Single dig C3. Yeah. So I can single dig C3 first action, which actually gives me decent leech. Maybe. Yeah, well, I'll have a neighbor with NG on C3. Like, they either dig it or I dig it. No Earth 1 then. Yeah, I mean, not really the end of the world. I hate that expression so bad. Earth 1 is not for chumps, it's for people who want to score 22 points in a game. Engineers taking double dig doesn't seem good here. Scoring is for chumps. Yeah, I think I single spade here. I mean, I think engineers probably take double dig. Yeah, exactly. And I probably just build a dwelling in A5 right now. It's a little awkward. Like, I don't kind of want a temple over here. Yeah, fire one's fine. Um, what Misha does here. He's a priest. I guess I do build a temple here. It's a lot of wheat I'm giving to engineers. I assume he's just accepting this leech. I don't know why he wouldn't. Oh, unless he's considering a stronghold. I always forget that about alchemists. I end up leeching too much. Okay. So he's probably just going a temple. That makes sense. I have done that with alchemists. Accepted a 2-for-1 and then realized after I was building a stronghold that it didn't make sense for me. So I don't know what do alchemists do here? Because they have priests, they can upgrade shipping. But NG just takes double dig. So do they take workers and hard dig and try to get out 2 dwellings? Like, they can't do that. Even if they take 2 workers, they can't get out a temple and hard dig and get out 2 dwellings with shipping. They need 7 workers and they can get 6 with this. They don't have a neighbor for a double temple. And they shouldn't open stronghold anymore because they took that leech. So I have no idea. They go double temple. Oh, yeah, I guess they're alchemists. It just costs them 3 extra points. But so Barnwall really wanted that priest heir. Well, that's nice. Okay. See? Earth One's not for chumps. It's just for people who want to score points. Yeah. Pretty basic opening. Building a temple for Earth 1, getting out 2 dwellings. Hopefully I don't pass first. All of these are pretty garbage. This is, well, this is okay, I guess. I don't really know what Barnwell's up to. Because he gave up Earth 1 tempo when he sent a priest to air. Like, he didn't know that alchemists were going to. So now do alchemists take workers and open stronghold? I think fire 1 might be better. Why? I don't know. Winning? I don't know. AJ's in a pretty good spot. You got double dig. I mean, I disrupted this, but he gets all this stuff. And he gets this and this and this stuff. He might even beat me here. Like, I don't know. AJ's doing okay. I won the auction, I think. Yeah, I don't know if I played round 1 super well. I gave AJ a bunch of leech. It's kind of gross. I don't know. What else is he doing this round? Oh, AJ's having a great opening. So he's, right, because he has worker power. So he just builds a dwelling and a trading post. So he hits the track super well. Because he's getting 6 track points. And then he builds a dwelling, which gives him no economy. So then he builds a trading post on top of it. Like, it's, yeah, it's pretty... Oh, there you go, George. There's one for you. I mean, this kind of makes sense for Chaos, right? I don't think Chaos is planning on building a lot of structures. So, Misha did take... yeah. E1. What's E1? E1? Oh, trying to Earth 1. I was expecting alchemists on E3 before. So Weber's spot is trickier? Is my spot less tricky without alchemists taking this stuff? I don't know. That's pretty nice. Yeah, it's a lot of elites. The only power actions left from our coins. So. I mean, that's the thing. You can just... I don't think Chaos is ever taking Earth 1. So next round's a Dwelling round. I'm not getting any more Leech. But I can take coins now, stay in the round. Or I can pass now for Ship VP and take Double Dig and get out 2 more Dwellings next turn. Here and here. But I want to take E5. I think what I do is I pass for the Dwelling scoring. I take coins, I upgrade shipping, and I hard dig E5 and get out 2 Dwellings that way. My problem is I think, yeah, if I pass right now, AJ just passes on to tempt ship. And single spades this first action. Yeah, that's pretty nice for him. So I could just take coins now. Oh, he probably builds his TP before passing. I'd love someone else to take Shemship. Well, Chaos. Chaos might. Chaos might bail me out, because my other option is taking the coins now. Only getting 1 worker is painful. I think I pass on to Dwelling scoring. You like the coins a lot now, eh? I just might prefer to take them out, like take them away from everyone next round. Because if I take the coins now, AJ stays in to build his trading post. Chaos passes. Alchemists pass. So I can pass for worker power or something. Or no, pass for a priest. Yeah, no, I'm passing now. Yeah, well, yeah, it's not ideal, range. I think the other option is I don't know, man. I don't know what I do. I mean, I don't need that red. I don't like that red. It's more of a block, and it guarantees connection. But I probably still connect without it. Unless alchemists take this from me and beat me here. Okay, so this is what I thought would happen, is Chaos would take this. Yeah, they might. Yeah, CM might beat me to e5. For Chaos to beat me to e5, they need single spade. Alchemists are taking double dig. I think what I'm doing here is upgrading ship first action. Alchemists will take double dig and engineers can't. So then Barnawal will take single spade, in which case I can hard dig e5 and take coins later, or he takes coins, in which case I single spade e5. CM can double dig. Okay, well that's fine. I want coins or single spade. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is that I don't take coins now. This might stop Chaos from caring about e6. I mean, if I'm Barnawal, I might... Well, where do you put the second spade, though? It is kind of tricky. But, like, c8. I guess he was always going to go c8. He was going to go c8, e6, probably. Actually, for only just 3 workers. And he's on temp ship and he wants to use it. Like... He can't dig e8, get to e8, e5, b7, and a8. He doesn't have enough workers, unless he uses his priest. Yeah, I was just going to say that. Like, is there a world where his plan was actually just a single spade e6 or something? And in which case, now because I have tempo on it, does he single spade c8? That's what would be perfect for me. Which would mean that I would then take coins on my second turn. I know this is really expensive, not taking coins here, but I and this might come back to bite me. Is to threaten me by taking e6 to force me to hard dig e5. I don't know that that's the case, because if he spends his power on a single dig on e6, then I just take e5 and take coins later. I guess what I'm trying to get at, and maybe I live in a fictional world, but I think I get e5 in coins. I mean, I'm gambling here, right? I'm playing against 2 very strong players who are probably both listening to this stream. So I'm just playing risky. And the way I win this game is when I take risks and get them. So at the beginning of this round, the safe play was to decide whether you want coins or e5. And what I'm doing is making a play for both. I assume this is just e6. Well, what happened? Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I clicked on something in OBS and it opened this. There we go. Yes, there is a way. Okay, so Barnwall did this. What did alchemists do? Oh, he just sent his priest to fire. So, I mean, engine. Oh, yeah. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's all good, Barnwell. I'm just joking. You can totally listen in. So where's my stronghold going? Yeah. Everyone's on Team Barnwell here. Kind of wish alchemists would take this hex. And then I would put my stronghold here. Bam. Otherwise, it goes here. And I connect all this stuff, which kind of defeats the point of a temple here. Like, this looks like a sanctuary town. I don't know how to make towns here. Oh, sick. Okay, well, that's cool. I don't mind if he takes any of this stuff anymore. Oh, that's perfect. I'll just build my stronghold on G6. I mean, AJ's also having a pretty good game. What is this guy doing? He's ending... Look, he's going to get his 5th dwelling out in a dwelling round. It's all really gross. I'm just doing this. It's worth 3 points in a worker. So you guys are telling me I'm getting 2 more power this turn? Like the kind of 2 more power where I get a coins action next turn because Barnwell can't afford it and AJ's staying in. Okay, but I pass for worker power. 4, 5, 6. I have 8 power tokens. I can burn 2 more down. Yeah. Ship VP? That doesn't look like a 7 coin action. Okay, here's an interesting thing. Number 1 can afford it next turn only? I don't think so. No, because I'd have 5 power in this bowl. Oh, yeah, which is 100% enough. I can count. Okay. So this is 3.5 resources, if you convert it to coins, versus 7. However, this power gives me enough resources for a 7 coin action, which is a bonus 3 coins. So this becomes 6.5 coins versus 7, and this comes with 3 points. Yeah, you're right. Shift VP. See, I had to do all that math, and range was just like, obviously the shift VP is. I don't have any Terra instincts. I have to like count all the stupid stuff. I was honestly just going to pass for 7 coins. But you're right, shift VP is actually better. Okay, so that's an interesting point. King of Gods, are you known as someone else on BGA? Like, I probably know who you are, I just don't recognize your username. I think we've been through this before. Anyhow, if I get the 7 coin action anyhow, then ship VP. Oh, it's Simone. Ah, gotcha. Welcome, Simone. Yeah, if I get the 7 coin action anyhow, then the ship VP doesn't come with the bonus 3 coins. Then it's just 3.5 resources plus 3 VP. So it's like 3.5 coins versus 7 coins. So this is 3.5 coins better than this for 3 victory points. I mean, even if I get the 7 coin action with taking 7 coins, the ship VP is actually pretty close. Okay, well that answers that question. Economy over points. Yeah. But ship VP is now good. I'm passing for ship VP. Assuming Misha does something else. Like that. And assuming AJ wants to get this 5th dwelling out, because this is a point. It's 2 points in a worker form. Wonder if AJ will just temple up for water 2 at this point. He's had a pretty decent early worker econ. This sanctuary is probably not super needed, because unless I take G3, this can be a bridge. Like, he doesn't obviously need it in the sanctuary. He took both. He took water 2, fire 1. So, dwelling scoring looks pretty good for AJ. He's counting his power. He has 1 power income. So he's 440. Worker power temp ship doesn't do a ton for him. I don't think he builds a sanctuary next turn. He probably just temples for water 1. How do you guys feel about my stronghold next round? I'm really on stronghold line, but there seems to be a lot of like Russian SA for water 1 kind of stuff going on. I just feel like with this event and this event, or in this bonus tile, like I just really like the idea of like building out 4 trading posts in this round, which I mean I could still do with the sanctuary. I just feel like stronghold and carving out towns seems good. And then maybe I never build a sanctuary, which means I need to dig this and sandstorm that. So like these 4 hexes are a town. This stuff is a town. Water 1 is for chumps. I'm a little more on that line. I don't know what this whole earth 1 is for chumps stuff. But Ugly towns? Why are those ugly towns? You're making me all self-conscious about my towns. What would you do with your towns? This is like a sanctuary town, and I can just not build a sanctuary because there's no big building bonus tile and no other big building event by just sandstorming an extra hex. And this is a dig. This is a nice town. This is like a pretty common stronghold town. 2 sandstorms. Get you another yellow. That's kind of the rule. I could also take this round if friggin' Alki would let me. Yeah, I guess. But I mean, if my stronghold goes here, then I just need an expensive trading post or like Fire 2 or whatever. Is anyone giving alchemists power for coins? By anyone, that means engineers. Probably not. So I think I agree to Priest to Earth here, just to get some cult presence. It gets me some more power. The only way coins go is if AJ builds a sanctuary for Water 1, and then Alchemists uses their power for coins. Well, I mean, these are all maybes. Would AJ build a sanctuary? Would Alchemists take coins? I don't think so. So we'll do this. Also, Bulky Buzzard, are you known by AKA someone else on BGA? By the way, Simone, you have a badass Twitch name, King of Gods. It's pretty epic. Probably Water 1. And you know, there's another dwelling event here. Oh, it's your BGA name too? Okay, cool. Yep, Water 1. I think that makes sense. I do have to keep an eye on alchemists. I mean, I think they have their own, you know, they have a lot of stuff cut out for them. They need to be playing their own game, but they do have shipping and dig, so they can do stuff. Yeah, I don't super know why. Alright, I'm just taking coins. So coins around 2 and 3 for nomads feels pretty good. I'm getting like no cult economy this game, which is pretty sad. Now it's a little awkward here for AJ. I don't really know what else he wants to do. He doesn't really want to build TPs. He's on dwelling scoring. He doesn't have any power. He might just pass here. Yeah, he just passes here, right? And he passes for the... I don't even know what. Maybe temp ship, actually. Oh, that was him. Oh, that was him declining conversions. I see. I think he passes next move, though. So, this is never going to be part of anything. This stuff's not really under threat yet, although alchemists are... I'm going to have to put an end to alchemists. Actually, if I was going to sandstorm this stuff, this is never going to be its own town. I should probably just sandstorm this. It's kind of awkward because I don't have a neighbor. So I think I just build a trading post here. I'm okay giving Misha some power. The other thing that's kind of tempting is to take g3. Because then AJ doesn't connect. And then this is a super ugly town. And I'd have to sandstorm this again next turn before our Alki friends get through. Which is not, yeah. Which they will quickly. I mean, they can take this turn, I think. Oh no, they only have one shipping. But yeah, this will be soon. I guess they don't have a temple. They don't have priest production. So they would need to get another, yeah. Oh, he might take e4. Maybe. Yeah, probably. It's probably e4 and then g3, and then he probably just takes g3, so. a6. That's the other thing. a6 looks pretty juicy. If I can get this stuff. I'll consider doing this, but I want to know what Barnawal... I mean, Barnawal is not going to hard dig this. What am I talking about? He's building a sanctuary. An AJ won't double dig this, I don't think, if he has this available to him. So I think I actually dig this turn and that next turn. Problem is I won't have enough workers. Oh, he does. That's interesting. I guess he just wants more coins. Oh, well, I get... He might put a landscape here, and so this is part of a town. So it's not like a wasted structure. Oh, okay, so that option's gone. That's reasonable. All right, so e4 it is this turn. G3 is a play for 2 towns. It's true. It would just be to aggravate AJ, who I think is having a good game. Not that I think alchemists would, but I also have to watch this hex. If I can take h7, then this town is pretty safe. I mean, alchemists can still muck with this hex, but yeah, if they like take this hex on me, then this town's dead. Alks can take g4 and h6. Yes. Yeah, they can take this stuff. Maybe this is a future sanctuary town for them. Seems pretty good. Still one town either way. So I think everyone passes, and I pass last. I mean, I still have an action to do. But, like, I think maybe Misha takes workers here. But I can see him passing for the dwelling scoring. And I think Chaos is out of stuff to do. Even his water 2 steps toast. So I think I'm probably passing on onto 6 coins here. Which I think I'm okay with. If I can upgrade shipping again, I can get on at least 1 extra hex. Okay. I think Misha will still pass before me. I have to use my Sandstorm, although this looks so juicy, but... One annoying thing about Nomad's Landscape is actually at the point of the game where I think I might put my landscape down this turn with my stronghold if I could on a hex that's not going to have adjacency, just because I think I would rather 2 victory points than a worker. Maybe that's wrong. Might be wrong. But anyhow, in any case, it's not an option because the Prerock's a trading house. Yeah, I don't have a TP. Yeah, it's annoying. And I don't really want to build a TP. Like, I'll get my landscape probably this turn. Or in round 6 or something. So what's AJ up to next turn? He has the trading post bonus. Anyhow, I'm going to do this move so this stream isn't longer than it already. I'm just doing this. I think this is what I'm doing. Yeah, alright, I'll stop being greedy and dumb. I'm just going to do this. Oh, right, we're trying to figure out what AJ is doing. He has 1 ship. He has not power for double dig, but he'll still get double dig. Actually, Chaos. No, what am I talking about? Chaos doesn't have enough power tokens to burn. Yeah, no. AJ will send a priest to a cult and then get double dig. AJ will like send a priest to water and then take double dig with 1 shipping. I think 6 coins looks pretty good for me. What else could I want? He might take coins. That was a hard dig. Spicy. Is Barn Wall going to burn below 6 to take coins? So I get coins again. Seems like a conspiracy, but... So Misha has 10 workers and completely upgraded digs. Now he might just do normal things, like dig this stuff out, take that hex, but I'm just taking coins. And I probably built a trading post this round. Yeah, it's true. It's true, bulky. Although, of course, I wouldn't have been able to foresee this. Although there are less pressure on coins with alchemists in the game. H2. That's this X. I assume that was a typo. H7. Yeah, H7's happening. It's probably something like H7, assuming it doesn't get dug now. It's like coins, H7. Upgrade ship E2, hard dig. If I can, TP or something. TP, because if I get a TP, then I have 3 structure. I can get out my landscape. So I can like take these hexes in some order. The reason I took coins first, I mean, I am pretty like bad about securing town space, but this feels like a 2-town game and not a 3-town game. And even if this does get taken, I think I can still carve out a second town. It's slower, but come on, 2-key town, 2-key town. It's probably just a worker town. Yes, 2 keys. Come on, Misha. Damn it. Okay. So those are just count resources and stuff. A hard dig. Oh yeah, fair enough. Okay. That's reasonable. Yes. H7 shipping E2. I mean, shipping E2 is happening. So I'm with you there. Sanctuary for water 1. Maybe. That's probably water 2 or water 1. I think if I was going to water 1, it wouldn't have been any earlier than like now or the next turn, and they're all gone. So, you're not taking water 1. I would have this round possibly, but not before now. Like, my priority was taking coins, then securing this X. And then if it's still sitting here, and I have the coins and everything, yeah, I might have essayed here for water 1. but now Alchemist just took it. I think I'm pretty like lax about securing points favors. I will admit I probably should prioritize it a little bit more, but it's like I see shiny objects and I take them. Even when I have 20 coins, I'm bad about just like taking coins, even if it means someone nuking a town or taking a favor tile. How many actions does everyone have left? I can upgrade shipping, build a dwelling, and a TP. It's actually worse by a point this turn to do that, but better by 2 coins and a power. So it's basically a trade of a point for 2 coins and a power is all that's doing. But it takes 2 turns. What is AJ doing? He's definitely building here. This is open. 2 ship next turn. Just looks like TP. Still probably 2 ships, so I can expand to here. Hard dig. Ship VP looks pretty good. I'm being really annoying to these guys, but I have to think if I'm going to beat Barnwall and AJ. What is Barnwall even up to this game? He has temp ship. He wants to build out more dwellings. I don't think anyone will pass for a turn, but I think by the time I build on E2, people will pass. And I'm basically in front of AJ, so I can't get his pass tile. Yeah, it's looking more like a pass, guys. I'm just running my clock down. Am I getting any more power? It seems fine. I hate that I'm notoriously like a slow player, but I don't know how to play decently any faster than this. I probably should just be an async player because I'm making deranged twitchy. What have I missed? No, I don't think I ever built a sanctuary at this point. I don't need it. There's also like I have a neighbor here, so it's just TP. That's pretty nice. I like build stuff here. I don't know. Like if I'm only 2 towning, it's pretty easy. I can just like build a bunch of structures down here. Or build an expensive trading post. I air 1 later. Yeah. If I'm only 2 towning, then I can also be a bit more disruptive. But who's winning this? Like AJ is not doing too bad. He's managed to connect. He's got 2 towns carved out. He'll have decent network. He probably gets 5 more structures down. Is that a stretch? No, that's not a stretch. So he's getting up to like network 15. Alchemist's network is pretty bad. Surprised they didn't beat Chaos to all this stuff. But anyhow. Yeah, winning Earth is good. I should prioritize that. Yeah, sending a priest to Earth and one to air. If I can get a position in air. If I can get a priest to air. It's probably it. One ship, so what's under threat by Alki? This stuff. Don't care. H8, I guess. Yeah, I think things are fine. So the thing I really have to think about is if if 3 towns is completely out of question. Out of the question, I think is the expression. I have 2 more sandstorms this game. With fire 2, I only need 1 more dig. And it is a temple round. Round 6. So templing for fire 2 is not terrible. Yeah, so it's like, let's assume I temple for fire 2. Then a TP goes here and a TP goes here. This becomes a town. That's a town at 6. Dwelling, or whatever. Landscape, next round, dwelling, something like that. I have 2 more sandstorms left, and I need 4 digs. This would need to be a sandstorm. And then this and this would need to be a digs. So I basically would need a double dig. And delaying my towns until the last round. Well, that's the other thing, is what I want to do, it's going to look something like, well, taking coins, of course. Maybe advancing ship as second action and building a dwelling on E2. Putting pressure on AJ is nice because, like, if I can force him to hard dig or something like that, like, I want this hex anyhow, right? I might even want these later in the game just to, like, expand for network purposes. So, like, I always want a dwelling on E2. So I think it's like coins, advanced ship, E2. I'll just take coins and then we'll figure stuff out from there. Yeah, chickens. There's totally a possibility of a town here. The other thing it could be is like sandstorm, sandstorm, dig, dig. That disrupts and does the exact same thing. And then my temples in the last round are basically fire 2 and air 1. It's also another good way of getting compensation for losing out on water 1 is to take an extra scoring favor, and fire 2 is basically a scoring favor. Wait, how did AJ get... Oh. I took coins, and then AJ sent priest to water. I mean, double spade is gone, so he probably just single spades this round. Rather him take single spade before he has enough leech. Before he has enough leech to not burn below 6. But I don't think he has to. I think he just waits for me to come to e2. And then he just single spades e1. I'm having kind of crazy thoughts. But I'm not actually sure how crazy they are. I was going to hard dig this round. So if I was willing to hard dig, is single spade that much worse? I could single spade f2 right now. Then build on e2. Then sandstorm e1. Probably AJ hard digs e1, but it's pretty annoying for him. Spade block. Yep. And worst case scenario, I guess I'm kind of committing to a bridge town on g1 as my third town is the only downside. I think he probably blocks me, but I don't think there's a ton of pressure for bridges here. I mean, NG will probably take one if they can, because this is better than just paying 2 workers usually. This is my last dwelling. So I'm going to have to be super slow about this. AJ will have all the time in the world to hard dig, but whatever. Do I want a 3 for 2? Probably. Okay. Is this the hard dig coming up? Oh, I totally should send a priest to Earth. What have I been doing? Damn it. I think that was a mistake. I should have done that last turn. Because I don't think I had to take the single spade. I think that was a pretty bad mistake. I think the only way to recoup that is, well, anyhow. A 3 for 2. Nerdcube has been making me more and more paranoid about late game 3 for 2s. I mean, I'm going to take it, but... yeah. Yeah, I might, exactly. Terra Steel, I might just sort of recoup that by advancing ship again, although I don't know that I have a ton of coins, like, we'll see. So I think I build a trading post here. It's a little awkward. Oh no, this is perfect. Now I can build a dwelling and sandstorm the landscape down. Yeah, that's fine because this can be a TP, this can be a TP. Dwelling landscape, and so that makes 3 towns. I don't know if AJ will let me do it, but this is also the TP round. For him. Yeah. Yeah, I probably do. I would build a TP first if it meant maybe getting a call town, but I think Alchemists are about to... They just undid it, but I think it was just a conversions thing. So this might be a hard dig. No, it's not. E1. We're sandblasting here and getting the landscape down. Yeah. Yeah, when AJ built that trading post, he was seeding the town. I think with fire too, I sandblast this, and then these are trading posts. These are dwellings. I also don't have another dwelling. Yeah, AJ took some leech that I wasn't sure he would, because once he built that last TP, he's like, the amount of power he has a ton of power, and he can't really use it. Like he can't burn anymore, so the most he can do is convert 2 down to coin. So he's like really hoping he gets like 4 more leech. Which I guess I do have to give him some, but 4 leech would be really helpful for him. But if I want to town up, that's what I have to do. I guess he's considering passing. Probably a priest or an 11 pointer. So I want to build 3 trading posts this turn. A hard dig and a dwelling if possible, but I don't know that I can. Yeah, I can. Okay. So I don't really need more resources. So I'll just take the priest down. Coin town? I guess I am short coins, so I'd have to burn below 6. I was just going to burn some power off. Yeah, or just a priest town for more points and send 2 priests to air or something. No, I can't build I7 because I'm short workers. I mean, the thing is I'm going to have to take an econ town. Oh, I can, right, I don't have to hard dig this turn. I mean, I'll have to hard dig next turn. Because I only have one sandstorm left and it's going here. What's next turn's problem? I guess it's just it's the same amount of resources. It's also nice that I can build all these trading posts when I'm not giving engineers power. Coin towns are for chumps and for nomads. Yep. Nomads bearing the ship VP pass tile. And chumps. Yeah, and then what's really annoying is I'm not getting a pass tile. But anyhow, I can't do all this stuff, so I'm just going to build stuff out. This is fine. Yeah. Worker power, 2 coins it is. Fire 2 might be better than Earth 3. I mean, all the towns have been founded. Other than some weird shit AJ is probably trying to pull off here. Yeah, I would think. He's probably doing it right now. Unless he's taking coins. Water 3 or 3 seems pretty good. It's a lot of points. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think coins. Is there an Air 1 rush? I guess there could be. See coins, take coins. Oh, it's a long ass game. It's been slow. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll just take coins if no one else wants them. Don't think I want a 2-for-1. Do I want to pay a point for a coin? I guess I should calc this real quick. So if I build 2 temples, can I build 2 trading posts and 4 dwellings? I mean, I don't have spots to put all that stuff, so no. I mean, I'm certainly doing 2 temples, probably. I don't really want to build trading posts because I don't have Earth or Water 1. It's part of the reason why I want temples. Well, 2 temples, dwelling, hard dig dwelling. That's pretty much the mandatory. So it's like 2 dwellings and 1 hard dig. 9 workers, 18 coins. And a priest. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Now I probably take... I'd probably take Air 1 next action, I think. Okay. Um, I'd rather give NG power that he has to pay for, or a free half coin. Don't really know what the answer to that question is. This could be wrong. I'm still on the Fire 2 train. Well, I'm taking Air 1 right now, but then I'm thinking Fire 2. I don't really want to build that. I mean, I want to build a temple because they're worth points. I don't have water 1, so I want to avoid trading posts. Okay. Yeah, so the plan I have figured out now is like one more temple, okay, for Fire 2. Sandstorm this, and she still doesn't have 3 shipping. Dwelling, hard dig dwelling. So it's literally like a temple, a hard dig, and 2 dwellings. A temple, a hard dig, and 2 dwellings. And then I have resources left over for, like, I don't know, stuff. The other thing I want to do is beat AJ to this town. So I Fire 2, Sandstorm, dig, and build. So in 2 turns I can found a town. And then in 3 turns I can found the second town. And I go before him. He has to TP, bridge, TP. So it takes him 3 turns. So I think if I have this calced out right, I get both priest towns. And then I don't know what I'm doing after that. Probably sending a priest to air. But I can't do that until after I've towned up. So I just like temple for Fire 2 here. Build this, take a priest town. Hard dig, build a dwelling. Take a priest town. Send my priests to air if I can. Upgrade digs or something. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I was thinking about that, George, about trying to calc out like upgrading digs before that. I think the downside is I want to beat AJ to the second priest town. So it might make sense to upgrade digs once. Oh no, because he'll build a TP right now. And then if I upgrade digs and he builds an expensive TP. Oh no, how is he building this town? So he has no more temples. And he only has one more TP, so he must be strongholding up here. Yeah, he's building a stronghold, but he's still 2 turns away. I guess that's what he's doing. I don't super know how AJ is building this town. I guess he could sanctuary for fire too, and then take a worker town and build out some more stuff. I'm not sure. But then his network doesn't look amazing. Is this system buggy? Where's Alchemist's other dwelling? Oh, okay. It's still on the game board. There it is. So he built it. What did Barnall, or what did AJ do? Oh, okay, so he is just building a stronghold with his next action. I mean, this is worth 10 points to him anyhow. If I hard dig and dwelling, 4 workers, and then let's say I wanted to upgrade digs twice. 9, I have 12 coins, and I need 10 workers slash priest. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah. I wonder if that's almost worth it so that I can upgrade digs. I don't think so. I don't know. It's just a worker town. Presumably. Well, actually, he probably wants to build this structure, eh? So I don't know if he builds a bridge or this. Coin I mean, I'm definitely sending a priest to air. And actually, these priests aren't. I mean, using priests is cult bumps. I'll upgrade digs once. So we'll do this. Yeah, this town is madness. I don't know how this happened. Getting this hex was really amazing for Barnwall. I don't know how. Neither you or I pass for any points. We both have some Air 1 stuff. Are you unmuted? Okay, just wasn't sure if you were muted or not. I don't imagine, because like I've scored all my points. You have 4 cults that I don't have. Neither of us pass for any points. You have some Air 1 stuff, I have some Air 1 stuff. So we'll call that a wash, probably. And we have the same points right now. So like anything I'm doing right now is just like upgrading digs, whatever. So I think you beat me here by a mile. I have 8, well, I have network points you don't have, and I'm trying to figure out how many that is. I would assume 15 that you don't have. I'd love if it were 18 points. Well, no, because alchemists almost certainly get out 2 dwellings. Oh, yep. And then they just dig and build a dwelling. So I think I upgrade digs. Assume alchemists just dig and build A10. What I would love is if alchemists built a temple. Temple, temple. No. That's fine. Okay. Yep. They also have a cult bump, so they use that here. So, I mean, it's the same amount of points, but I think I just it's 5 more than me. That's a wash. That's 4. Yeah, that's fine. The minor call points will matter a lot. So I have 2 resource points, and I pass for 3, and I have 15 network. And now I have a priest to do something with. Alchemists probably just use their bump on Earth. So I can send it to Earth right now so that it's a wash there. I think either way it's the same amount of points for me on a cult. The question is, do I want to remove a point from alchemists or from engineers? And I assume engineers are in the lead. But I guess I should count that out. Cult, network, pass, TP, resource, current points. So alky is 130, engineers, water, fire, network. Oh no, alchemists are actually ahead. So I think this makes sense. So they just tie me here. Did I get that wrong, or is AJ 4th here? I don't know. It's been a long game. There's literally nothing else I can do with my resources. I could... No, I have a worker and 4 coins. I'm good. Just going to pass. No one else is... Yeah, I'm good. I'm surprised to hear you think it's that close with Barnwell. This priest to Earth, though, is interesting. That was a... I mean, there's other things that I'm sure lots of you guys on stream might have disagreed with, but the only thing that I did that I felt like personally in retrospect was incorrect, otherwise I stand behind all the decisions that I made, was when I did that spade block. I don't think I had to spade block because I don't think AJ would have burned below 6 to do it. So I think a mess up was not sending that priest to Earth there. Which... I don't know that I win Earth. I mean, I would have had to do things differently, so it's hard to calc. Like, I might have Earth 3'd or done something a little bit different, but it's probably a few points swing on Barnwell, so we'll see. If it's only 5 points, then I might say that priest to Earth is almost in range. Like, I didn't play a very culty game here. Maybe I was a bit hard on AJ. Ah, bugger. I didn't even gain any points there. That's great. How in the F did Barnwell win that game? Because the alchemists let him build the town and I didn't send a priest to Earth. Nice game, Barnwell. I'm trying to figure out how you won. Because I felt like so many things broke well for me. I had 5 7-point actions. How did it, as nomads? Yeah, sure, I guess 32 cult points. Yeah, so no one really challenged him on cults. Because we were all busy doing other stuff. You hit the track by 42 points. And then you ended up getting Earth 1 later. Kind of surprised Alchemists didn't take Earth 1 at some point. Yeah. You hit the track. You had Earth 1, Water 1, Air 1 ultimately. and you got 32 call points. That's pretty nutty. Yeah, I just felt like this lead needed to be a lot higher. Or like the bidding was way off. I just felt like I had a handful point advantage on you at the beginning. Water for temp ship. Water 2 for temp ship. So what did I miss about the water 2? Taking water 2 got him this cult spade. Is that what happened? And I don't really remember what that was all about. Yeah, starting at 30. Oh. Delaying for your temp ship. Oh, I see. You were actually out of actions. Yeah, and I was really that was a really fun point of the game. That's when I felt like I was in a very winning position. Barnawal was in round 2, because I obviously was trying to get both coins and to take e5 to prevent you from expanding, and also to muck up with engineers so they wouldn't explode, and didn't take coins, and then did that hard digging stuff, and then the coins came back to me. I was just sort of like guessing what people were going to do with their power. That's where I really felt like I got away with murder. And I was very happy that you got temp ship as opposed to engineers. Yeah, the game really, whole texture of the game really changed in round 2. It went really nice for me, yeah, for sure. There was so many points in the game that I felt like went super, super nice for me. I'm surprised. It just felt winning the whole way. Yeah, maybe it's not that good for you. I don't know. You might just be able to challenge some other stuff. Maybe you can challenge G6. Like, I might not have been able to get to G6 at that point, right? I would have needed 2 ship to get down there. Maybe NG doesn't bother taking F5. I mean, so maybe you dig those hexes, get down to I5. Like, maybe you don't, but it certainly allows you to challenge a bunch of stuff and pisses me off, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. But anyhow, amazing game. This is really, really, really cool. This is a really cool game, for sure. Yeah, fun to finally... this is probably going to be about the last of the arena games that I'll play for this season. And the last handful of games I've played were sort of like lower ranked players. I've had a couple rage quit games and stuff, so it's nice to sort of end off the day with a really like strong table. Having both you and AJ at a table together was definitely really solid and super fun to watch you play Chaos. So thanks for jumping in. Cool. Okay, everyone, I think I'm going to wrap up here. This was a super long stream. I appreciate everyone hanging out for this long, and yeah, for tuning in and doing back-to-back streams. So yeah, I'm going to wrap things up for now, but thanks everyone, and hope to see you next Friday for the open table game. That's going to be on Friday night. Yeah, this week. So hope to see you then. Bye for now, everyone.